Hey, it's your Open Source Advocate, and I'm back with another video. And today I wanted to talk about a few tools that are really easy to use for monitoring your bandwidth on your system. So they're great tools for running in your CLI or your terminal, which means they don't have a lot of overhead using a graphical user interface, which makes them excellent tools for running on your server or on your desktop. So we're going to go through these tools today, and we'll go through them pretty quickly here so that we don't use up a lot of your time. I know your time is valuable. I know you like some of my long form videos, but this one shouldn't take too much time. Now we're going to install one extra tool, so it'll be 5 tools in total. And the extra tool is going to be a terminal emulator that helps get things kind of organized on the desktop whenever you're using it, and it's called Terminator. So we're going to go through that as well. So we'll get into the install right after this. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and all of my patrons over at Patreon. Seriously, you guys make this so worth it for me to do these videos every week. I really truly enjoy it, and I just can't say thank you enough. If you're enjoying these videos, subscribe. Let YouTube know that I'm doing a good job by subscribing to the channel. Plus, you'll get notified when I have new videos coming out. And finally, if you're enjoying what I'm doing, give it a like. Just click on that thumbs up, and that way YouTube knows that you like it, and they'll pass it along to other people that might enjoy my content as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you again. Let's get started. Alright, so the tools that we're going to use today are going to be BMon, which is Bandwidth Monitor, IFTop or IFTop interface top. We're going to use NLoad like Nora Load, and CBM like Color Bandwidth Monitor, which is actually what it stands for. So we're going to bring up a terminal window here, and I've already got it kind of enlarged to make it a little bit easier for you guys to read. Now, you know that I don't always make it go to the bottom because I've had people give me feedback that when it gets down here to the bottom, it's hard for you to see because the controls get in the way and things like that. Maybe it doesn't scale well for the phone. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything we're going to do. Now I'm running on Ubuntu, so I'm going to use apt to do the installation, but if you're running on CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, you would use Yum or DNF. If you're using OpenSUSE, you'll have to check and see. I don't remember what OpenSUSE uses for their package manager. And then, of course, I think if you're running on Arch or any of those branches, you could probably do this with Pacman, because these are pretty standard tools. I don't think there's anything special you have to do to get these tools built. I think they're in most package repositories, which is excellent. So we're going to install a few tools, and I'll tell you what they are as we go. So we're going to do sudo apt and then install. And then we're just going to list out the ones that we want. So first I'm going to put in Terminator, which is a terminal emulator, and it lets you break the terminal into different screens or different pieces of the screen. So you can break it horizontally and vertically and really kind of, you know, create a grid out of it if you want to and run a lot of tools at once. So that's the first one we want. Next we're going to do NLoad, NLoad. The third one is going to be CBM, like Color Bandwidth Monitor. And then we're going to do IFTop, IFTop. And last but not least, we're going to do BMon, BMon Bandwidth Monitor. And then we're just going to put a -y. Now again, if you're using CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, instead of apt, you would put Yum or DNF, depending on what you want to run there. If you're using Arch, it would be Pacman to install those things, I believe. And there's probably some flags there instead of install to tell it to do the install. If you're using SUSE, I don't recall what the exact command is, but you will see those come up. So we're going to do apt here for install, and then we've got the -y there. So we're just going to hit enter and let that guy run, and we'll put in our sudo user password. Now in this case I'm running Kubuntu, so KDE version of Ubuntu 20.04, so if you're kind of wondering what version of the software I'm running also. So that all installed really quickly, it's done. We can clear this out. And if I first just go and open up Terminator now, right here, you'll see that it'll pop up. It's going to be a little bit smaller, but we'll make it the right size here in just a second. Let me just close out this terminal in the background for now. And I will rescale Terminator. And then let's see, I don't remember if it scales as you increase the font. No, it's okay. There we go. We're going to increase the font just a little bit. I do want to break it apart. So basically you right click in the screen somewhere and you can say split vertically and you see what happens here. And then you can right click on another part of the screen and split horizontally. And again, we can split horizontally. So now we've got several windows that we can do things with and really kind of make the best out of our screen real estate. I am going to move that to the top. And I'm going to drag it down just a little bit more to give us a little bit more real estate there. So the first one I want to talk about is NLoad. So if you do just NLoad, you'll see that it pops up and it starts showing you a little bit of information about an interface. And up here at the top, you've got the interface that it's actually working with, so it shows you it's a bridge interface. Now I've got quite a few interfaces on my machines, but if you use the right and left arrow keys, it will slowly cycle through those interfaces. So here's my Docker 0 interface. So if you have a lot of Docker containers, this might be an interesting one to watch. And as I continue to cycle, you'll see that now I'm on my wired interface, and you can see there's actually some stuff going on here. And you can see that it's running in kilobits per second, and that it's giving me the incoming and outgoing. This would be download and upload, depending on how you want to think of that. And then if I go and actually run something that'll actually make some traffic, let me do a sudo apt install fast, and we'll just go through and install. Oh, snap, I have to do snap install. What am I thinking? So sudo snap install fast. Oh, if I type correctly, it's going to work better. There we go. And right here, even as I'm getting fast, you can see, so it starts giving you a little bit of what I would call kind of a graphical type of output, where it gives you the waveforms of what's going on with the speeds. So you can kind of see what's happening there. So now, if I run the fast command, you're going to see that really go crazy. There's my outgoing application firewall. Will allow fast to run anytime. And here now you can see it's really spiking up, and you can see the download and the upload as fast runs to see what it can get for the for the incoming speeds. So this is running on my wired connection in this case, and I've got that going to a switch, and it's running a few close to a megabit per second, or actually they're at an average 9 megabits per second. So it's doing pretty well. So as fast finishes, you see that runs off the screen, and everything looks pretty good. So I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger down here on the bottom terminal for you guys so that you can see it more easily as well. And then I'll do that the same way on all of these other windows. If I'd have done this before I split it, it would have all been the same. So over in this window, we'll leave NLoad running here on the left, and now we're going to do sudo IFTop. And I don't know why you have to do sudo for IFTop, but you do. And then we're going to do -I for interface. And then we're going to tell it which interface we want. So in this case, we want EN01 is mine. And we'll give it the password for sudo user, and there you see IFTop comes up, and again I'm going to get prompted real quick, and I'll allow it. And here with IFTop you can see some statistics here at the bottom of the screen about what's going on and how much it's using, and you get kind of this graphical little output that grows and shrinks, but you also get information about what's going on as far as what it's reaching out to. So I can see here where it's going. It's going to the Pi hole, of course, to get DNS information. Anything with 192.168.7 is a machine on my network that it's communicating with at some point. And then I've got a lot of different things that the machines communicate out there on the network. It's just kind of going out there and checking things that are happening. Now this is itself, so where it says Brian Del Main, that's its own machine. It's itself that it's reaching into to do things. So you can just see a lot of different things that are happening, and you can kind of track and see, like, where is my machine reaching out to? Not just what's the bandwidth, but where is that bandwidth going, and why am I seeing that? So again, if we run fast, we can kind of see where this spikes up, and now you can see, oh, okay, this thing's going out to get to an IPv4 address, and it's using the internal NIC card to do that. And it just gives you a little bit more information where you can kind of reach out and say, okay, what's happening here on my network? Why am I seeing these spikes? So IFTop is a pretty cool application. I really kind of like the way that it's laid out as well. And then we're going to go down and we're going to do CBM, like Color Bandwidth Monitor. Alright, so next we've got Color Bandwidth Monitor. Here you can see I've kind of rescaled my screen a bit because Color Bandwidth Monitor wants a little bit more real estate, and some of that's due to how many interfaces it actually sees here on the actual screen. But you can see down here I've got the bridge, the wireless, and then of course we've got the virtual bridge. So we've got a few different interfaces here. And as you move up and down through the interfaces, you can kind of see what's going on. So you can see we've got the loopback interface, we've got some virtual interfaces and things like that going on. As we get down to the bottom here, this is the one where it kind of skips down and it sees like there's another interface there. Then we get to EN01, which is for some reason not being listed here in the list, but this is the IP address that I would expect to see on my network, so we see EN01 right here. So Color Bandwidth Monitor, depending on how many interfaces you have, can be a little bit finicky, but you can also give it information to say, hey, here's the one that I want to see. So there's some options that you can see as well for Color Bandwidth Monitor. And now we're going to run the last one here, BMon, B-M-O-N. And BMon is really a nice interface. So here you can see what's going on with it, and then now you can see a little bit more what's going on with the with this one. So I'm going to quit out of IFTop and exit because I want to give this one full screen. So yeah, BMon is really kind of an all-in-one tool to me. So if you look at EN01, you can see the graphical output of what's going on that interface as things are running, which is great. So as you move down, you can see there's really nothing going on my wireless because I don't have it connected right now. You can look at your VLANs, you can look at your bridges, you can look at Docker, so you can kind of see what's happening. And of course, I'm not using most of those, but here, this is the one that I'm using, and I can really monitor what's happening here in the lower part where I can see my receive and my transmit, my download, my upload, whatever you want to call that. And then down here, there's a little bit more information where you can see press D to enable detailed statistics, press I to enable additional information, so that's kind of cool, right? We press D again, we can see there's the graphs again. If we press I, we get a little bit more information down here. So you can see the MTU, you can just see all kinds of information about the interface and the connections that it's got going. And you can see that it's got broadcast, multicast, and it's up currently. So you can see the flags. You can see the MAC address. So I mean, just a lot of information that's going on this interface, which is really cool. And at the same time, you're seeing what the bandwidth looks like, and you can kind of see the graphing of the bandwidth as you go. So I really like BMon. I feel like BMon is kind of that all-around tool there, but you've got other tools that you can use with BMon to really kind of get some information about the system that you're using. And again, using something like Terminator, so I am going to just full screen this real quick to kind of get you guys to see what it can do. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to split it horizontally, and I'm going to bring this down just a little bit just to give BMon a little more room there. It really likes a lot of room to get that graphical part going. But then down here at the bottom, I can do NLoad. And you can see a little bit of information going on with NLoad. And then if I move over and get to my EN01 right there, now we can see a little bit of information going on with EN01, and I can kind of read that. And then, of course, if I run another command, if I just open up my other terminal here. So if I open up this other terminal and I run fast, and we let it start running, we can go back here and we can really see what's going to happen whenever fast starts running, which this is going to peak out. You'll see some information coming out here where the upload's really going, and then here you can kind of see some information going on with NLoad as well. Now we can of course drag this up a little bit, and we'll get a little bit more information from NLoad, and we can continue to see the information from BMon as well. So you can really mix and match these things, and I love the Terminator terminal emulator just because it really gives me that ability to kind of break the screen apart into different pieces. I can do different things at different times on the terminal without having to open up multiple terminal windows and tile them on the screen somehow. So Terminator is really an excellent tool as well, and I've talked about it in the past. But here's some really great tools for monitoring the bandwidth on your system. If you're ever curious about what's going on, why does it seem slow, why is there always something going, or if you have like little indicators in your bar that say how much bandwidth you're using, you're sitting there watching it, you're like, well, not doing anything, what's going on, what's using my bandwidth? These are some great tools to kind of check out, like, is my bandwidth being used, which interface is it, and what's going on? Because it could be like a Docker container that's using some bandwidth that you don't realize is actually doing that in the background. There could be all kinds of things that are happening, and these are just some tools to help you kind of troubleshoot and figure out what that is. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you get a lot out of it. If you did, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it so they can come along the journey with us, and I'll talk to you next time.